Do I? To you look like a lame who don't understand abroad with a mean shoe game. Who's up on dot and Vera Wing? My, are you insane?
Hello there, people. It is I, Tawan.
I'm Ramon.
And we have on deck for you big things. Asus. Sounds like a god. Like the big god. Like
Close.
You know, Zeus. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's just, and what's really nice about Asus is they're stepping up into the forefront, stomping their way past Dell. And
They always did that though. People just, it's a very forgotten brand.
Asus.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly knew nothing about Asus
prior
prior to maybe 2 years ago.
They do good work
I see.
at very good prices, but they're just not in. You wouldn't find them in your Best Buy, or they're not as prominent as the other brands in your Best Buy. So,
Well, they're actually in Best Buy.
Yeah.
I overlooked them one point when I was looking for a computer for my girl, but
and that's mainly because a lot of what they do well is like the 400 to 500 range.
yeah.
And people are like, that's ugly, I don't want that. But they got some nice stuff.
Really nice stuff. And I mean, for the market price of $1,200, and I'm going. Remember, this is what I'm saying. $1,200. That's $1,200 for you guys. That is really good for something like an Asus Transformer AiO.
Yeah.
You know, and this is what they're saying the going price is for. So let's dispel any rumors. They're saying the going price for a hybrid dual boot device. Well, I don't want to say device. It's actually a desktop
Oh, machine. Is what
machine. They're saying $1,200.
So, what is this thing?
Well, it is, and I'll probably get ranted on by saying this. It's a all-in-one. All right,
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. It's an all-in-one, or let's just say something of that sort.
So when you say all-in-one, I think iMac.
You think iMac? You think HP TouchSmart?
Those are useless.
Well,
I hate those things.
yeah. I mean, but you know, when you think of Touch, I would think of TouchSmart more because, I mean, the iMac is useless.
Well, the TouchSmart was even more useless because those things came out Windows 7 and it was even optimized for touch.
It really wasn't.
So it was a
It
joke.
worked.
It worked, but it was
but
like,
it wasn't
what the hell's the point of
optimized.
this?
So
So it confused more than it was actually productive, which is why I don't like them.
yeah, because no one really used the touch feature.
But a
it was
TouchSmart
there.
with Windows 8 is a different story now.
way different.
But that's what I think when you say all-in-one. But this looks a little more special.
Right. And so what they're allowing, I listen, I don't know how Asus managed this weird wedding of Android and Windows 8, but this is what they're doing. So you can dual boot Windows 8 and Android Jelly Bean, because they, according to the sources, this will be available before the next iteration of Android.
It should. Intel is doing some work right now to see that a good bit of their infrastructure out is supported by Android.
Now,
I don't like the way they're going about it. I don't like the dual booting thing. I like something like BlueStacks. BlueStacks is cool because you can run Android from within Windows. So they should have found a way to emulate that from within the OS. I'm not dual booting shite.
yeah, but you know what? This I feel like this stems from the heels of boot camp.
It is.
And,
It's
you know,
same idea.
Same idea.
Would you like to run around with a 5.3 pound Android tablet?
That's the problem. And when he says 5.3 pounds, I mean the tablet portion or screen, if you will, because that's really what it is. It's an 18.4 inch screen.
That's a big ass screen.
I don't know if we want to start collectively putting these devices together.
Well, we sliced the video and people,
yeah,
you would get the idea.
18 inches. Let's. I mean, you remember the rulers? You didn't go to. You went to private school, right?
I did.
Have you ever been hit with an 18-inch ruler?
The T-square.
Yeah. Well, 18-inch rulers. It was like you had your 12, your 18, and you're like 22 or something. Well, 18-inch rulers are not to be played with. So, I know, but I can't say that I'm thrilled about that so much. The dimensions of the remember we talked about this. Mm-hmm. It did not look as if it was a 16:9 aspect ratio.
Did not.
It looked more like, what is that, 8 by 4, some weird.
It's odd. It is odd.
Yeah, it's like really weird, and I could not understand why they went that direction, but whatever.
It's got an i5 or i7, 8 gigs, terabyte of drive space.
That's the option.
Tegra 3.
But now, mind you, that's supposedly under the Windows operated system.
What?
Those specs.
Yeah.
All right.
Android will run on
the Tegra 3.
Right.
Android is the Tegra 3 processor.
The GPU.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the NVIDIA is the GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce GT 730. Somebody had a problem with that. Was it LRH?
Yeah, he didn't like those too much.
Yeah, he wasn't crazy, but he, let us know what exactly what that was you really wanted.
And this is something I stopped doing a long time ago, watching benchmarks, and I used to be hard OCP.
Yeah.
Reading back, like I don't give a shit anymore. Can the shit run Battlefield on low? Can I run SimCity? Can I play Solitaire? When I load up Photoshop, is everything good? When I render a video, is the GPU gonna handle that? Like that's all I need to know. I don't really care about which one performs better than which. It's neither here nor there. But some people are into that.
I mean, in this case, I could see why, because I mean, now you a fanboy of Android is going to say, "Oh, they underpowered it because Windows 8 is such a hog for power."
No,
that's not correct, though.
No, well, you gotta take. The reason is two different infrastructures here.
Exactly,
is because Android can't run on x86 or this would be 64 at this point. So I don't know what magic they're doing in the background to make it work.
But now,
to tell you the truth, I haven't even read into it.
Slightly off topic, the Chromebook.
Right, that's a joke. No, that's full on. That's full on PC architecture. So,
but and this is where the architecture. The actual architecture of the this particular device, the Transformer. Where exactly does it lie?
It's Windows 8. It's fine. It's a PC.
Right.
You gotta remember the Chromebook isn't Android.
Yeah, it isn't a PC either.
The Chromebook is Google's version of a PC.
It's
maybe a joke of it, but
it's
Chrome OS. Yeah,
it's a horror show, is what it is.
It's not meant to be, which is why a lot of people have a problem understanding what this thing is. Because you hear something from Google, the first thing you think
is
Android.
Yeah,
it's not Android. It's a completely different. I think it's a Linux distro underneath running a browser, pretty much.
Sure, I have yet to have any device, computer, CPU, processor of any sort in my household that ran Linux.
Sure you do. You've got iPads and iPhones in your house.
There is nothing in my possession in my house.
Your brother's, he's a believer of the I.
Well, that's why he stays in his room.
Yeah. So there's it's Linux is around, B. Anything Apple is Linux.
I just
Paper Media C281 is Linux.
Who?
Paper Media C281.
Capture card, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
Linux is a powerful joke.
What an oxymoron.
I'm gonna hear about that, but fuck ever sue me, all two of you.
Yeah.
But the odd thing about this, and I like it, like I'm a big fan of proof of concept. Right? This is why I like the Pixie or the Pixel or the fuck Google call this. It was just like a why because I can thing.
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason for something like this because it's too big to use as a tablet.
Right.
You would say it's an all-in-one, but you can remove the screen. So what is the extra functionality again? What is it for when it's too big to use? A tablet, so you go back and forth. Then it's like it could be something in a corner in the kitchen.
It's a picture frame.
You know
those digital picture frames? It's a digital picture frame.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong.
Or if you got a station.
Yeah.
It'll be a decent PC.
It's all right. You know what? Before I go there, do you see innovation
here?
Here.
Yes. Very little, but yes. This is the first all-in-one that you can manipulate. You can move it without lifting it. You know what I mean? You can take your productivity with you. Albeit on the couch with this 10-pound, it's more like 5 pounds, which isn't heavy, but it's heavy these days. Well,
I think of lugging around a 5-pound bag of sugar.
Well, that's the thing. You see, this is not a portable device.
It's not, but I believe it's not a portable device in the scheme of taking it out of your house.
Right. No, this doesn't leave your house. This is that whole argument I have people with iPads. iPad's not a portable device.
It really isn't.
That doesn't leave your house. Just cut the shit out. It doesn't leave your house. Remember desktop replacement laptops is what they used to call those big fucking screens and things weigh 9 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a laptop, yes, but it's not meant for you to walk around with.
I had one.
Yes, you did. And
no, not my Dell.
Not the Dell. I remember you had one. You remember I told you like, yo, it's too big.
Yeah.
And you was like, no, it's good, and you never fucking left the house with it.
I believe it was the compact.
It was a compact.
Yeah.
You didn't understand what I was telling you, like, yo, that's too fucking big to walk around with.
Yo, that shit was about 8 pounds.
Yeah. Like, people don't get it. Like, oh, here's a 8-pound laptop for $500. It's got the same specs as that $1,200. Like, you don't get it. There's something you're not paying for. Portability. So, this thing here is not exactly... Like, this doesn't leave the house.
It doesn't.
But it's cool that you can reposition it in the house. It's kind of cool.
I believe Microsoft a few years ago, they branded Surface. Mm-hmm. And I believe that the gimmick to this device is the throw-in of Android. I believe that's the hook and line.
Right.
All right. Now, the Windows 8 portion of it, and getting back to Surface, using this tablet in its Windows form in such a big screen, I believe that's what Microsoft intended with Surface.
Absolutely.
All right. They sooner or later, something's gonna come out the size of this table, and you're gonna be like this, yo. We're gonna play cards on a table.
That exists. It's called Surface.
Exactly.
Surface table.
Surface table. Now, but they didn't run with it. They actually...
No, it's still there. It's in production. It's Wild Swing. It's just $30,000 a table. I used to program them at City.
Really?
Yeah. They're nice.
You see, that's what happens when you're an IT guy. Is that appropriate to say, IT guy?
I prefer IT professionals.
Senior
IT professional.
He is a senior IT professional. I took the blue collar role.
No, that shit is dope. It's been around for a while.
Yeah, it has.
Offices. This may be good in offices. Something you'll have at the receptionist desk.
Right. I agree.
Or something you'll have like laying around to showcase just presentations you got running around the office.
Right. And that's, I feel like this is where I think this will change, well, more like revolutionize the office, where no one's going to be lugging around big. When it's time to pack up, you get that slip on your door, and you see people packing up their office. Well, they're going to take this and put it under their arm and walk out.
Yeah, it's not. Come to think of it, it's not that bad.
It's not.
But I think it showcases Windows 8 nicely.
I hope so.
It does a good job of that.
I hope so.
Because there's use cases for this, and there's good and bad, but the one constant thing is Windows 8 is so... What's the word I'm looking for? It's so robust. It can work in every single scenario. So let's say we took an iMac, added a touchscreen, and made it portable like this. Still useless.
I see. No
just to put it in perspective. So
I really don't. You saw the picture that I posted on Facebook about that. Someone's lost iMac. It was on the side of the road. I thought I'd take it home, but I said, sorry, I don't take stray computers.
Especially not Apple's.
It was really on the side of the road. It had no keyboard, no mouse. It was lonely. It had no power cord. It was just screen.
Is that what we come to these days? People throw out that because these things last for years. I'm not gonna get rid of my Apple.
Well, you check my Facebook account pictures. I believe it's on the mobile uploads. It's
ouch,
an Apple device on the side of the road.
Well then, let that speak for itself.
But I doubt this device will find its way to the side of the road. Again, they're saying second quarter for release. I can see that. Nothing major. They've been talking about it for a while, and I guess now it's coming to light. This dual boot device, if you will.
Gimmick shit.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a gimmick. So I look forward to it though. As soon as it hits somebody's store shelf, I'll go and check it out and see what it's like. I may not make it here to this desk, but we'll let you know.
Indeed. Peace.